Hello everybody, Kids here once again, bringing you another round of the Yugizuna tournament. I apologize that this one's late, but I had a lot of work to do, and unfortunately I also work 10 hours a day, and when I get home, sometimes there's stuff I gotta do, and I can't get around to making videos, but I'm finally bringing you this one, which is a special match. It is a rival match between Alephya2 aka Lionheart and Alvarado aka 44 Alephya. Now, not only did Alephya indicate that Alvarado was their rival for this tournament, but Alvarado chose to play as a copycat of Alephya and even bring a deck that Alephya has used in the past to the tournament. So I think that this one's a very interesting match. It plays out pretty interesting as well. You'll see that it looks like it's going to go one way and then it goes a completely opposite direction. I'm just going to commentate over this match. So we see here that Alephya won the rock, paper, scissors and will be going first. I'm just going to set a card and end their turn. And then Alvarado's going to activate Graceful Charity, drawing themselves into two pretty powerful cards here in Pile Greed and Delinquent Duo. Something that a lot of players are not going to want to see, and even discarding a Sinister Serpent and a Ryukoki, which are excellent discards off of Graceful Charity. And then going to hit him with that Delinquent Duo, of course. And it's going to snipe Exile Force from Alephya's hand. And of course, you got the Pot of Greed to draw two. Alvarado thinks and then uses Storm because they're wanting to go aggro. Don't want their monsters to get removed. And we saw a Book of Life to bring back that Ryukoki. Again, just like I said, it was a really good discard because you can always bring it back with a bunch of revival. And it's pretty dead in the hand anyway. And got rid of the Exile Force, so not going to be any premature burial shenanigans with it. Then summons a Sangan and going to beat in for a bunch of damage. Alephya takes his turn. And then summons Tribe Infecting Virus to get rid of the Ryukoki, pitching a Hyena, which might have been okay to play, but since he has a premature burial, he has a very much cooler play in mind. And going to take out the Sangan, and then because of Hyena, when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any number of hyenas from your deck. So Alephya is going to summon out two hyenas while Alvarado searches their deck for the Sangan target, which is Faith. And Alephya is going to get in for 3,600 damage. So both of these players just swinging back and forth, dealing damage to each other. Alvaro gets back the Sinister Serpent, and thinking about what their options are here, going to summon Pyramid Turtle and crash into the Tribe Infecting Virus. If they can get out another Ryukoki. And going to attack into the Hyena for maximum damage to Alephya. Then going to use Tribute to the Doomed to get rid of that Tribe. Then going to use the second Tribute to get rid of the Hyena. Now, for me personally, I don't know if it's a move I would have made, but you'll see that Alvarado thought ahead about why they want to do this move. Obviously, it's like, oh, well, it's just Hyena, it's only 1,000 attack, what is it going to do? Well, Alvarado's at 3,000 life points. There's a lot of things that Alephya could do with that card, and plus, the only other thing he could do with it right now is to bluff with it, so is it really worth saving? And then we see here Snatch Steal on the Ryukoki, and then Rescue Cat. Bring out Des Wombat and Gyakugiri Panda. And Alevarado says, "Oh, I didn't want to have a guy and a snatch." And then Alephya agreeing with him, agreeing that it was a top deck and it was lucky, but you know what? They both played very well for what they could. Into game 2, we see that Alvarado is playing Cyberstein and starts off with Pot of Greed again. Gonna set 2 cards and end their turn. Alephya thinking about what move to make and just sets a monster. Bunch of setting both players, waiting for the best opportunity to use their cards. Now, Alephya probably doesn't want to attack into any of these right now because it could very easily be a Pyramid Turtle, which they're probably calling correctly here. And if they do attack into it, you're just going to have to deal with an even bigger monster. And there's not much else that you'd really set normally in a zombie deck. Only when Alephya started playing the Slate Warrior was there really another monster they'd quote-unquote set, really, but you prefer not to have to set Slate Warrior, but sometimes you can get your opponent off guard doing so. And Alephya rolling a die to randomly determine which monster they want to attack, and it is one of the Pyramid Turtles. As we suspected, Ryokoki comes out. Alvarado with another Trinity piece and Delinquent Duo. Now we see that Slave Warrior Flip Summoned gets the 500 attack boost from its flip effect, so it's at 2400. And first they're going to attack into the Gyakugiri Panda with the Pyramid Turtle to get off its effect and get a bigger monster, the Ryokoki. Now he's got 3 2400 monsters on the field. And Ryokoki hits a Sangan, which Alephya chooses to grab a Rescue Cat with. And then Ryokoki hits a Hyena to bring out 2 more. And then Alephya, thinking surely this ring isn't anything too much to worry about, summons their Cyberstein and uses the effect to summon Gatling Dragon. And now Alephya has 2900 life points. And activates Gatling Dragon's effect. He has plenty of his own cards. And got 3 heads. So we have to admit that was lucky. But at the very least he could have gotten rid of maybe 2 of them or even just 1 and attacked with a Gatling Dragon. Though Alvarado did have the Ring of Destruction. So in that case it wouldn't have worked out. And that is going to be game. Both players showing each other the proper respect. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. The grudge match, quote unquote, not really a grudge, of Lionheart AKA Alephya2 and 44 Alephya AKA Alvarado. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll bring you the coverage for the next round as well after this one, and I'll show you what the results for the round 5 were.